Wait. What is up? It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified. Myself. Yes. Stoney greatness. Oh, y'all are early. It's okay. Y'all just, yeah. Thank you. I know I'm good. Premature ejaculation, all that. Yeah, thank you. All right. And I am here because we have a special guest. We're going to do the special guest next. Yeah. So, why don't y'all give it up for the official stat boy of the GreatMines Show? And I'm pretty sure if RuPaul looked at him, he'd be the official stat boy of RuPaul's Drag Race. Y'all give it up and show your love for Rosko!
Oh my God, Stoney. What a surprise. I kind of feel like Morphe on the pit stop today. You just like get goofed and gagged. Thank you for having me back. So it's going to be a good episode to talk about today. I'm glad to be back.
Thank you for coming. And now it is time. The man of the hour, the myth, the legend, the activist, the author, the entertainer, the educator, the empower, the philanthropist, the Hall of Famer, the inspirer, the breaker of bed frames. Yes, show some respect and bend the knee. Because they come from all across the world to see. The man who wears the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground. He is your king. He is my king. He is King Kevyn!
Thank you. I appreciate the love. Oh, they like me today.
Okay.
I know all that.
Oh, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Wait, where we at? Here we go. This is my camera. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all so much for joining us for another great episode of the GreatMines Show. Welcome back, Rosko. Thank you, Stoney, for that introduction. It's going to be a fun one. So today we are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9, Episode 10, Lip Sync Lollapalooza.
Yes. The Lollapalooza is on.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
What's up, Jawindi?
Thank you.
You said an echo?
I told you it was my mic.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We can fix that. That's an easy fix.
It's just mute me.
There we go. How about now?
Hopefully the echo has resolved itself. Yeah, so we're live and in effect, and we are talking about the lip sync Lollapalooza. So let us talk about it. All right, let us talk about it.
So before we get into the Lollapalooza, let's talk about how last episode Chanel and Georges won the episode, and Georges won the lip sync, but they had an extra badge to give away.
Yes.
So Georges said that she would give her badge to Chanel, and Chanel said she would give her badge to Georges.
Yes.
Changing the entire race.
Yep.
So we currently have not Chanel. We have Roxy, Plastique, and now Georges with 4 badges.
Right.
Then we have Angeria with 1. I mean, 3. I'm sorry, with 3.
Yeah.
And then we have Nina, Vanjie, Got Mick, and now Chanel
with 2.
And Rue makes it clear that it's still anyone's game.
Yes.
So we are all still trying to figure out how could this be anyone's game.
Right.
At least at this point. We can talk about our speculations as to how this is all going to play out at the end.
Yes.
All right. So this is where we are at the beginning of this. And this is a Lollapalooza. Nina West made a very good point. Georges is known for her lip syncs. Why would you give her a badge? Why? But Chanel did what she did. the stakes are what the stakes are, and here we go. So, someone else jump in because I'll just tell the whole show.
So that brings us to this episode, and if you want a full review of last week's episode, hey, go to our channel and click on last week's show. All right, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that junk, comment. We love y'all, appreciate y'all for doing that. So that leads us into this week's episode, the Lip Sync Lollapalooza. So Ru comes in, and they do the video and talking about feeling Lollapalooza, and all the queens go crazy because they know what that means. We all know what that means. Right. And so so then Ru comes in and explains to the queens how the Lip Sync Lollapalooza is going to work. So everybody, everybody's name will be put in one of the ball hoppers, and Bruno spin it, and then that person who's picked first will pick who they lip sync against, and then the person who they pick the lip sync against gets to pick the song, and then they'll do that until only one drag queen remains, and the final 2 drag queens will each receive one beautiful benefactress badge. All right, and that's pretty much it. And all then right. we're into the 2-episode finale, folks.
So, going into this Lollapalooza, do we have any expectations, any projections as to who's going to win what?
I had high hopes for Angeria and Roxy to at least be in the finale of the lip sync. Personally, I did see Chanel winning their first round, but I wasn't seeing them winning it all. And Georgia's. Those were my 3 that I personally think that I was looking forward to see really turn out on these lip syncs.
Question, and then I guess it's more Stoney for you. Did you expect anybody to not do good?
Yeah. I didn't expect Got Mick. I mean, maybe Got Mick would have won one, if she picked the right person. But I didn't expect Got Mick to, do much. I didn't expect Nina West to do much in the Lollapalooza, to be honest with you. But I felt like anybody else besides those 2 had a fighting chance to possibly win, especially with the right combination of who they go against and the right combination of songs. Like everyone else has a path to winning the Lollapalooza, except for those 2. Those 2, I can't see them winning it because the people that they would need to beat would need to knock out some people that they are not knocking out. So
right.
So a Megami, just like all the last.
Right.
I mean, you would have to pull that. That you always, Rosko, you're always talking about the specific edit. Mm-hmm. I feel like the person who could have had the Megami edit was Nina, but she
did not.
It happened.
All right, so let's talk about this first lip sync for the Lollapalooza. It was all the home judges, so we had Michelle, Ru, and Ross, with special guest judge from home, Bruno.
I'm a little, because the home judges, does that mean that T.S. Madison isn't the home judge?
Well,
did they not have the budget to bring T.S. in for this episode?
And Carson are definitely home judges, but they just aren't there.
Yeah, they probably had something else in their schedule, and you gotta remember, they were there. Well, T.S. Madison was there for season 16's Lollapalooza. We're talking home judges being there, so I don't think it has nothing to do with that. I think maybe it was just in her schedule, but. The Lollapalooza, I think, really works well in this format for All Stars, where nobody is going home, because I feel like what they used it for season 15 and 14 of the regular season, it
was elimination.
I feel like a Lollapalooza shouldn't be something where somebody's going home, unless it's a finale. But even then, that got tired out. I think it works.
I did like how they did it last year, though, where it was the consolation prize.
I did too. Yeah, last year I did. I did like, but I think
although the odd numbers got on my nerve, the odd number of queens got on my nerves.
Yes, but I do feel like the Lollapalooza should be more of last challenge thing. Like if we know we're always gonna have Snatch Game and a ball, then maybe the Lollapalooza should be the last thing we should do.
Well, I mean, in
Right.
a way, it is because this is like right before the first half of the finale.
Right.
So it kind of is. I like that format. I
Mhm.
still feel like, as I mentioned to y'all before the show, I feel like RuPaul's Drag Race is going through this format change, and it's not happening all at once. It's happening over the course of several episodes.
Mhm.
So they're trying to see what works where, and I guess
Right.
it's going to take several episodes, several seasons to like get it to the way they want it. But I feel like the Lollapalooza is in the right space for this.
Mhm.
I kind of feel like they should have done that all winners thing and had like already had hers is like broke it down to two different like categories of winners
Yeah.
to kind of like paint out who the top queens are and who the bottom queens are.
Right.
That to me, I think would have been cool to do.
I want to put a pin and come back to that comment too when we get to the end, as far as like what happened at the end of Lollapalooza, because like literally that's why I feel like what should have happened for all winners and in the state of like who gets to be the winner, like that could have been the really thing, but they did it for them. But the first queens were Angeria and Gottmik, and what was the song?
My Lovin'.
Yes,
Yes,
My Lovin'.
In Vogue.
In Vogue.
My
Yeah,
Lovin'.
right. That's my song.
Yeah.
And Gottmik, you know, as I said to you too, Kevin, like I think she really just did not want to lip sync. Like she knew, like if even if she was to win the first one, she wasn't going to win the whole Lollapalooza, and she just picked Angeria because she's like, I'm gonna go out against Angie. You know, and that's how I see it, because she could have picked Georgia, she could have picked Roxy, she could have picked Chanel. And I feel like she could really got demolished in a different way, but she was like, Angeria's probably not going to do her in like how the other ones are going to do her.
So Elijah says, honestly, they should have made this episode like Mario Party. Each battle you win, with each battle win you get to take one of the badges, like make it hot and interesting. So basically what you're saying, Elijah, is basically everybody that wins gets a badge.
Yes, I love Mario Party, so I get what he's referencing. Like basically, so it's a mode where you hit a versus space and you bet coins, and whoever like wins the game gets the most coins, and then you gotta distribute whatever is left over. So in the same sense, like I don't know, it could be either way with everybody throws in their badges, and that'd be messy. But like if you lose a badge from losing like Lollapalooza, but you also gain a badge from winning it too for the whole thing.
No, I don't. Not so much about losing a badge though.
What you mean? Like somebody takes a badge.
See, no, I'm like this. Everybody
that would
has
be interesting.
Everybody, I'm like this. Make it like, you know, how they do like golf and stuff like that, where everybody bets. You know what I mean? Like, okay, since we all got multiple benefactors badges, you gotta put up at least one badge in the lip sync, and you decide how many badges you are going to bet in this lip sync that you are going to win. Right. You know what I mean? And that lets me know how confident of a queen that you are in your lip sync abilities. Because and then that way each person, like a person can walk away with one extra badge because they're going to get the one that they put up back. But you know, they're going to take one away from the other person, at least one. You know, you might have somebody like that be like, oh, you know, like maybe Roxy. You know what I mean? Could have been like, yeah, I'm a bet 3 beautiful benefactress badges.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been. They should have made it hot. That would have made it hot. Like, especially since the scissors didn't really make it hot. Well, they did.
Make a statement about the scissors that you said to me earlier.
What did I say? How it was basically pointless. Like they
the snippers were pointless.
Yeah, it was pointless because they literally just did it for the moment of drama of the end of an episode, because every time the next episode would happen, nobody won to like not get a badge, and I felt like they were playing on that. Like they weren't trying to like give somebody a badge. I mean, to give somebody just the money, or if they was to win the money but get no badge. Because imagine even like, for instance, if Angeria won Snatch Game along with or even along with Nina West, and Angeria wins that lip sync, she don't get nothing but the money. Like, you know, like, so I feel like they didn't want it to be like so anticlimactic like that, which is fair. But I feel like they could at least do it for one person.
Yeah, I mean, because on All Winners, the platinum plunger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trinity got plunged a lot.
And then once Stash came, Trinity got plunged first.
Trinity got plunged. Jinx got plunged one time. Who else?
Twice.
Well, no, I'm saying where it stopped her from getting a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jinx once. I think Trinity was what, twice? I think it was twice.
Was it twice?
I think it was twice that she got blocked from getting a badge.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty sure it was twice. You know, yeah, and yeah, I think everybody else didn't. You know, that got plunged wasn't, you know, a winner the next following week. Right. You know, I don't think Monet got blocked. Like, I know she got plunged, you know what I mean, but she didn't get, you know, it didn't block her from getting a all-star badge, you know, and everything. So yeah, no, I do feel that the Ruby Snippers were a bit of you know, a miss on the season this year, especially, you know, the way that, because I feel like they kind of rigor mortis that, you know, to avoid anyone getting blocked.
And Elijah said, I would have made sure that Jinx got that plunger every week, LOL. Which I
was every other week.
Because she deserved
it. Was every other week.
She deserved it. She was the fiercest competition.
Yeah, and she got blocked. What? She got blocked the most.
So a couple of things with these All Stars lip sync Lollapalooza rules is if you lose, you go back into the workroom, grab your nice little cocktail, and you watch from the TV.
Yes, you watch from the sidelines.
So, got demolished by Angeria. She realized at the end of that lip sync, what everyone knew the moment she said, Angeria, this was the moment you had fucked up. Because there was no way. She didn't stand a chance. So, just track record on the show, Angeria has not lost a lip sync. So, well, to this point anyway. So, next up, Bruno grabs a ball with the name Vanjie on it. And Vanjie decides she wants to pick someone who's going to pick a song that she's going to like. And she did a great job because she picked Plastique Tiara, and they were lip syncing to
When I Grow Up by the Pussycat Dolls. Yes.
Now, we watched Pitch Stop with our wonderful Morphine Love Dion as the special guest. I told you how I felt about her at the beginning of her season and how much that's changed by the end of the season because she worked her ass off for the win that she got. And it's just fitting that on Pit Stop she comes in on the Lollapalooza episode because
they played that. They played that.
In her season, she won the crown for the lip sync Lollapalooza.
She is the reigning queen of. She already done had hers, and
she is the reigning queen. Yes, she is. So she's on, and she made a comment about Plastique's lip syncs because whereas Roxy hasn't lost a lip sync this season or at all, and how Angeria hasn't lost a lip sync this season. Plastique has not won a lip sync. Has she ever won?
Who?
She won one on her season because she was in the bottom twice. Right. She won the first lip sync that she was in the bottom for, and then she lost the second one, the second time that she was in the bottom. Because I think she was up against somebody that was in the bottom twice, and so it's one of those.
I think it was Angie. I think Angie said that.
No, I'm talking about the first time. Plastique
it was that. Yeah, I think it was that 6-way bottom placement thing when she was in the bottom for season 11, right?
I remember that, but no, I think she was eliminated before that. I think
that was early in the season because that was like Raja, Scarlett, Akira, Plastique, and that Ariel. I think it was Ariel Versace. I forgot, but. Whoever the sixth person was, they went home. And I think that was
okay. So Elijah just said something that's cool. He said, "Now that would have been tea if they went back to the workroom and was betting badges to see who wins each round while they watched."
That would have been.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. They probably couldn't do that. Yeah. They probably have it in the contract where you can't bet badges and stuff like that.
He also said they don't count because she was lip syncing against 6 people at once.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel.
So she not really want no lip sync.
So, That being said, she's
Yeah.
lip syncing against Vanjie to the Pussycat Dolls, which I think is a perfect song for both of them.
Mhm.
And
Vanjie.
but Morphine's thing was Plastique is good for the first 30 seconds of a lip sync, and after that,
It's like we didn't say that before and stuff like that, unless it's a choreographed number. Because when you see Plastique live on stage in a show, it is a show.
well, yeah,
but
she's prepared. She's prepared a performance versus she's
right.
lip syncing.
But
charity or
improvisation, yeah,
but
it's not
they
her
give her
strong
time
suit.
to prepare.
They do.
Like so, like
They do.
she just pays. I mean, if it's for charity
So,
and you really want to get work hard for
So
charity,
if you're not getting eliminated, so that risk is out the window,
okay,
and you want to win competitions, I would put more of my energy into my competitions than preparing my lip syncs. I'm not gonna lie,
Right?
because I'm not going
which is
home.
obvious. That's what she does,
Right? Because
But
I'm
it's
not
for
going.
charity.
I get it, but like her.
But at the end of the day, as long as you got the most badges, you're gonna have a shot
right.
for the most charity.
And she has how many badges now? 4.
Yeah,
So
4.
But I mean, her chances of actually winning are really high.
Right.
Even though she
has a stronger chance, even though
than
everybody
most.
has a path.
Right.
Her path is easier to the finals than a lot of other.
And don't let them slip up, and she find a way to get some extra badges this next episode.
Yeah.
Because again, she has one of the clearest paths.
Besides Roxy.
Right. She's second up. Because even though Georgia just got her badge, Plastique is second up.
Yeah, no. Plastique is clearly clearly second. Like it is, and there is a little bit of a gap. Little bit of a gap. I wouldn't say
barely.
I wouldn't say a Nitra Sasha Colby size gap between the top 2 and the rest, but there's a slight gap. Yeah.
Let's see. And Elijah said, "Yeah, and I would slay the challenges, lose my lip sync on purpose so no one will snip me, then slay the last lip sync for a storyline."
That's another reason why she did that, because she was like, "Oh yeah, no shit." Especially after she did the tension between Roxy and Jerry, she's like, "Oh, don't get me caught up."
Right. Could you imagine? Like, so she's winning, she's getting her badge, she's not making money for a charity, but if she could not get snipped, which she didn't get snipped, the only one who did one of the only ones with badges who didn't get snipped, that was leading the race. So she did get snipped. She's a front runner. Then to win a lip sync. But you can't say nothing about her performances except those poor ass lip syncs. Everything else, she's on point.
Yeah.
So she's smart. But in this lip sync, she doesn't have what it takes to beat Vanjie. So although we love you, Plastic Tiara.
Yes, we do.
You just
and we agree. We agree. It is the thing. Y'all didn't hear me talk about the last one because I totally agree. That was just a straight up body by Angeria.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got committed.
Suicide.
What was that? What's
suicide.
the thing? Ari Kari. Yeah, that was Ari Kari by got mixed. So yeah, and then this one was a solid win by Vanjie.
It was.
So kudos to you, Mama. Thank you for lip syncing. I guess I don't.
So, all right, I gotta get my notes pulled back up. Sorry.
And then Vanjie won, so she saunters back to the stage, and then Plastique saunters back to the workroom to join Gottmik. All right, and then we have the next go round where Bruno tossed the balls. Yeah, and then Bruno reached in and pulled out a ball, and then on that ball,
he pulled up Nina's ball.
Nina West.
And Nina picks
the shoulders of Columbus.
All right, wait. So Plastique, Vanjie, Gottmik, and Angeria have all lip sync. So we now have Nina, Chanel, Georges, and Roxy. If you were Nina, who would you pick to lip sync against?
Who?
Because to be honest with you, if I were Nina, I'd feel like, okay, I forfeit. Like,
who?
Because you ain't beating Georges, you ain't beating Roxy, and you got to be ballsy to think you're beating Chanel.
But she did think she could beat Chanel.
Yes,
that's why she chose.
I think that Chanel was her safest bet.
Yes,
it was.
But honestly, she could have lip synced against Plastique and still lost.
Yeah.
I feel like in Nina's head, she knew Chanel was gonna pick the song.
Right, strategy.
Yeah, and I feel like she wanted to like even like have that song be so like quirky and just like camp that it could have helped her win.
Mm-hmm.
And they lip sync to "You Spin Me Around" by Dead or Alive, and I think that was a good pairing for them.
Like a record player, ride round.
So for them, that was a good song. There's a thing about Chanel that I think it would take Georges, depending on the song, Roxy, or maybe Angeria to beat Chanel. Depending on the song, Vanjie might give her a run for her money. I don't know if she's going to win. But Chanel is a drag queen.
Yeah.
She is the epitome of, there's a drag queen here in Philly named the goddess Isis. She hasn't been around in a while. But when I came into the social circles in the gay community here in Philly, Isis became like my sweetheart. I love Isis. Isis loves me. She's done parties for us. She's like made appearances. Like, she is what I think of when it comes to a seasoned, polished drag queen who knows how to emote. And when I see Chanel, that's what I see. Chanel has been doing drag longer than Georges has been walking, probably. And she knows how to emote. She knows how to move without really sweating too much, because she's done this.
What they say, her fingers.
Her fingerology is what we're gonna call it.
Fingerology.
So I feel like Chanel, you got to be one of the fiercest queens, I think, to beat Chanel.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, because even seeing like how not good of her lip sync was for her lip sync assassin with Jimbo last season was like, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't her best feature of her lip syncing.
It wasn't
at all. But since last week's episode to this whole Lollapalooza, Chanel is definitely that girl.
All right, and let's also talk about the lip sync from last episode that she did with Georges. Like, she didn't win the lip sync, but she freaking killed it.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
So with this one, it's like, okay, Nina, I mean, you ain't have many options to choose from anyway. All the good ones left already.
Pick your poison, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was done in by Chanel.
She was done in by that outfit.
Yes. Because again, it happened.
Okay.
Why? So
I don't understand why it happened, but it happened.
This suit on that was like not checkers, but polka dots and the stripes and different patterns.
Well, it was like big old. It was like big old flowers
and then there were flowers,
stripe, like jail suit stripe, like jail stripe, black and white jail suit stripe, like type of getup. And then it was a very tight pantsuit, and it had like the bell sleeves and everything with flowers, big old obnoxious looking flowers and everything. And it looked very Nina Westy.
It was, and because it was a Nina West look, it looked good as Nina. If any of the other girls pulled it out and your name is not Jimbo or like Utica or something, I will look at you like, what is this?
I don't know. I'm gonna say what Kenny Davenport said at the Rosko party. Nina do so good at challenge, and then she steps around this runway, and it's like, Nina, what the fuck is this?
That is true.
Like, aside from the last design challenge, that's the only time she did good.
Right. I enjoyed her look a lot more in the Rusical.
Did the design challenge?
I just feel like it was simple, it was plain, and she looked good.
The pro look?
No,
that was the runway for the
not the runway.
No, Dr.
The
Poltergeist.
actual Rusical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Which I thought, you know what I mean? Like she played Dr. Poltergeist like this Southern Baptist type of.
Yeah, and I love that for her.
But no, I mean Dr. Poltergeist
so, right, now, hear me
supposed
out.
to be like coming to the light.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about her look.
Like,
all right, so with her look,
the look was
like,
right. Yeah,
if she could take that silhouette and the simplicity of that look and drag it up without doing too much, Nina, you would be great, in my opinion. It was the perfect form for her. It was simple, and again, she can drag it up. The hair,
even the cha-cha bitch look was excellent. Excellent.
It was
compared to what
it
Nina,
was gorgeous.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So why would you go to the Lollapalooza and do this?
Right, because she already had that.
Elijah,
she already done had that in the baggage.
She did, but I would switch those looks. I'm just saying. Oh no, she couldn't because that was for a RuPaul song. But anyway, Elijah says that's why I love what Chanel said in Untucked. These new kids think you only have to be do drop drops and twirl to be a good performer. You have to know how to stand there and command attention. And that's what Chanel does.
Yes.
Where Nina was loud with the colors and the movement and the fake reveal, like
commanding nothing.
And it's crazy because those are all things that you would do to grab attention.
Yeah.
But when you can stand still on one spot and emote like that and keep the attention of the audience.
Yes, and in the drag queen world, that is called the park and bark. Park and bark. So
they call it. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Right. So needless to say, Chanel won that lip sync.
Yep, Nina went back to the back to join Plastique and got Mick in the losers lounge.
So left we have but two queens. Fate decided that two of the fiercest lip syncers on this season would lip sync against each other because nobody wanted to lip sync against Georges. Nobody wanted to lip sync against Roxy. So they lucked out and had to lip sync against
each other.
Yes. And their song. What was your song?
Yeah, I'm holding on to a hero at the end of the night.
And that song meant a lot to Roxy.
Yes.
Like she said her drag mom, right?
Yes, drag mom and drag grandmom.
Yeah, so it's tradition, and that was a really nice touching way to have like family tradition be like shown like on this type of platform.
I also think that's why it's important to talk about like the emoting, or why emoting is important because Georges killed that lip sync, you don't think so?
I thought it was a cookie cutter Georges performance. To me, honestly, and I'm going to be, and I love Georges. Don't get me wrong, I love Georges, but I felt like you copy and pasted lip sync from before onto this song, and I'm like, you can't copy and paste a lip sync onto a song.
I feel like that's what everybody does. They all pull from different performances.
Yeah, and
that's the thing. That's the thing, and that's what sets. That's what sets Roxy and Chanel apart is because they understand that when you are doing a lip sync performance, you have to inhabit the song. It's like it's like, you know, as an actor, you have to inhabit the part.
But Georges is different, and I feel like you know, I say different in a way where I'm not saying a bad way. I'm saying in a way of what we were saying earlier about just being the younger queen,
right?
And
and that's the thing, and that's what I think is the thing with the younger queens is that they tend to copy and paste.
I think we're all saying the same.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was also saying like with Georges, like I think she killed it because like if it wasn't against Roxy and she was probably doing this song with someone else, like even on her original season, and they weren't. I think so. If Roxy wasn't Roxy, or even if like it was Nina West and Nina did the same thing that she did, Georges definitely would have won, and not just because of Nina West, because I think to some part she was giving her version and interpretation of the song, and that's why I enjoy it because I feel like when you see certain drag queens know what they for, you can let certain songs so long as they're like. I would say emoting the song within themselves. Like it doesn't have to be the artist, because yes, that's most lip syncs are you emote the artist of the song, but when you emoting yourself within the song, that also works for me. Because I've seen Holding On to Here performing in live bars like by younger queens and by older queens, and I feel like it's the same. It's the same type of like hype when it comes to just like a queen knowing the lyrics of the song and give you a performance. Giving you a performance. I always see something in my head.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to say we were with Elijah said something about the last two best being always eats for me. Sasha versus Anitra, Monique versus Latrice, and now Georges versus Roxy.
I agree.
Yeah.
He also said Georges could have did the same performance to like 10 different pop songs. No shade, love down, but it's no shade. LOL. And that's true.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
But I think that like she did a great job.
I'm not saying she did a bad job, but it was a cookie cutter.
Everybody's point here is that there is just something different about how you connect to the song and how you make us connect to that.
Exactly.
That's the point.
And how you also connect your connection with the audience. Because if you can't land the connection with the audience, you may be in tune with this song, but everybody's going to be in their drinks and in their phones and stuff like that and talking amongst themselves.
How many
No
drag
dollars
shows
for
have
you.
you gone to where it's like there was that queen who got on stage and everyone stopped what they were doing in their tracks? Not just because, oh, I know that queen, but because her performance demanded the room.
And then
opposed to, yes.
Dollars come up in the air afterwards.
That's what happens. And then you get those other performances where, oh, okay, some queen is on the stage right now.
Okay,
anyway,
good for
what were
her.
you saying? What were you saying, Stoney?
Yeah, no, we need another drink. Like, yeah.
All right, yeah. So 2 drink. That's the drink break. When that other queen gets someone who don't know how to keep the room, everybody's like, okay, oh, it's time to go get some drinks. The whole bar fills up.
Yep, and then people go. Then people go back towards the end of the performance.
It is,
and then you got like the 4 people giving dollars because the one person with the pity dollar and 3 other people who know the queen.
Exactly. Now think about this: how hard that has to be as a performer, because you're not talking, you're not singing, you may be dancing, but like you have to take this song that is pre-recorded that everyone already knows and make them pay attention to you without talking and like I always say, stop what you're doing and look at me. Like you have to be a presence.
Right.
So
yeah. Kudos to Roxy for doing that presence, and Roxy Andrews continues her RuPaul lip sync dominance in the most dominant lip sync performer in Drag Race history, and she continues on and sends Georges to the back to the Luja's Lounge.
So in the losers,
one of Roxy's best best songs in Drag Race history. She was emoting that song. Roxy,
yes, she was. Yes. Meant something. So now we have our losers and our
second
winners.
round.
Wait. Let's just recap now. Our losers and our winners. So in the losers room, we have Gottmik, Plastique, Nina West, and Georges. And the winners lounge or main stage, we've got Angeria, we've got Vanjie, we've got Chanel, and we've got Roxy.
Right.
So now we're going to roll this thing again.
Second round.
Round 2 of this tournament style lip sync Lollapalooza.
Okay. Second round. All right. So then we Bruno rolled the balls and juggled the balls, and he picked Vanjie. Yes.
And Vanjie picked
Chanel.
So.
And Chanel picked Chaka Khan, I'm Every Woman. Chaka Khan.
And all right, long story short, same thing we just said about like Roxy and Georges about the older queen emoting and the younger queen not. I think Vanjie gave a very strong performance, but it wasn't enough against Chanel singing a Chaka Khan song.
Yeah, no.
It just wasn't. It wasn't enough. So Chanel won that one. Next up, we have Roxy and Angeria, the battle that we've been waiting for.
Dun, dun, dun.
And wait, let me see.
And they lip synced to Groove is in the Heart.
By D-Light.
Groove is in the heart. I wouldn't add for another.
Okay.
So now again, this is one of the lip syncs that we needed this entire season. They both were just too good.
They were good.
And it's amazing that they didn't end up in the top 2 together sooner.
I think that has to do with the whole scissor theory I was saying too.
Yeah.
There was some episodes they could have been in the top 2, and
but then they scissored.
Yeah.
But they could have still won the challenge. They just couldn't have gotten the
badge. They just couldn't have gotten the badge.
They were like editing.
And money for the charity.
Right. But this is production knew what they were doing, because this was the very last lip sync. Well, not say very last, because we don't know what the next episode is going to be, how they're going to spin that. But in the regular portion of the season, this is the last lip sync before the final lip sync between whoever wins.
Yes.
So they had to have a moment of Angeria, Paris Van Michaels, and Roxy Andrews lip syncing against one another.
Right. They had to set up that battle somehow, some way.
Like, it would have been so much better if this battle happened while they were still like going at each other with the scissors, with the snippers, because the tension would have been different. It was very great. I enjoyed it. It was more of a celebration. We're here for that. But if it was a rivalry, that would have ate so much better, in my opinion.
It definitely would have. You know,
Like the drama. What?
I feel like in a way, even though I said it's never said do that, but maybe they
Rosko.
did. I'm sorry. Maybe they did do something in a sense of like, you know, they didn't like get the win because production was like, you're not gonna get this badge anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's weird. Like they didn't do nothing, but they did something. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get that.
Like,
I get that. That's what I'm saying. Like production, that was a production thing, I think, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I could have easily seen them saying, "Hey, you pick this person," so that at the end it ends up being Angie and Roxy. Their names get me every time. Anyway, so Roxy wins. Great job, Angeria.
Mm-hmm.
You did a great job. We know. We listen, girl. You earned your stripes and every badge that you have. You deserve it. I've been rooting for you since the beginning. You lost me a little bit near the middle, near the end.
I'm still with you, Angie.
I'm not saying that she's lost me completely. Like I'm still team Angie,
right?
Which is another thing I want to talk about at the end of this. But so Roxy wins, leaving the two finalists to be Chanel and Roxy Andrews.
Yes, the OG queens.
Yes. You know what I'm thinking about now, since we're taking talk about the song choices and everything about them being older queens. Why did they give them "Break Free" by Ariana Grande? Even though I love Ariana Grande too, and I would have loved, I would even did that song. But I know Roxy, even like there was this whole conspiracy with Roxy in All Stars 5, where she was a lip sync assassin, and she had changed her song because the song they was given was like not in her repertoire. So the song choice that she gave was One Last Time. So that's why when she made that smile again, when she said "Break Free," I had like Roxy, you dirty bitch. I feel like she had something to do with that. But I feel like it would have been so much better if, you know, they even said on talk like they got the old girls like lip syncing for the finale. I think it would have been so much better if we had like an old school type of song for them to lip sync to. That would have made the night so much better. Like they did carry,
or even like throw it back to how they had Monet and whatchamacallit? Monet and Jinx with the spoken word.
Yes. I freaking love that. That would have been cool. Actually, I would have loved to have seen Nina and Chanel do that.
Yes. Or they got to do that for finale.
Like I want another spoken word lip sync. Like I want another spoken word lip sync.
Or the lip sync they did with Shea Coulee and Monet, where they did the scat. Oh my God! Yeah,
that was cute.
Yeah,
like something like that would have been cute. Something that's like classic. No, Till the Cows Come Home. Play that. Now that would be funny inside of a bar. Till the Cows Come Home.
Oh my goodness, that is a drag queens out there, because I know that there are some drag queens that watch our show.
Yes.
That, what was her name? Lucille Bogues or
Bogans?
Lucille Bogans. If
Look
you
it up.
can do numbers if you can do a number to any of her songs.
No kids allowed to this show.
You will get dollars, trust me.
Yes. I'm gonna do drag just so that I can do that song.
You done gave me an idea.
Because could you imagine that?
Be the
I mean, Drag Race, they couldn't do that on Drag Race.
Yeah.
But at a bar, please, I would love to see somebody do that song.
It'd be 3 bearded queens doing it.
We all take a line. Anyway, so we have Roxy Andrews and Chanel.
Yes.
To break free. And if you haven't seen it, I'd love to know in the comment section who you think won this lip sync. Like, if you've watched it, you know. All right, so I will go to Elijah's comment real quick. I don't know the way the story has given. I think they're going to be the final two for the crown. It'll be Angeria gets the last laugh and Roxy loses her lip sync streak, and Roxy wins and claims undefeated lip sync champ.
Yes, I love that future. That's exactly what I want. Come on, Elijah, you ate that up. Yes, that's exactly what I want to see next week.
With Roxy winning, gosh.
What?
I mean,
with Roxy winning, gosh.
I mean, hey, if Jimbo could win their first lip sync against Silky,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like this.
That is so true, Rosko. Wait, me and Rosko was talking to a friend yesterday, and he kept saying Roski.
No, I started.
That's what I said. You kept saying Roski, kept trying to call Roxy, but getting his name mixed up. Roski, Rosko, Roxy. Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, yeah. I mean, the edit is giving Roxy right now, overall. But
yes,
to our question, I think I've made you guys wait for this. Chanel and Roxy lip syncs, and Roxy wins that lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
This was the final lip sync of the tournament, so Roxy wins the episode.
Yes, but
Chanel also gets
Chanel and Roxy get one beautiful benefactress badge.
So now Chanel has 3, and Roxy has 5 beautiful benefactress badges. That's 5. No one else has 5. No one. Plastique and George's has 4 each. Chanel is tied with Angeria. That was a twist.
Right.
That's
go
a twist.
From none to 3 and tied for technically second, but
right.
Yeah.
Which leaves Vanjie.
Or tied for third, technically, yeah.
Which leaves Vanjie, Vanjie, Nina West, and got Mick with only 2.
Yes, but apparently there is a path for them to get to the finals for that 200,000 Zola tip for their charity of their choosing.
So now, here we are at damn near the end of the season of All Stars 9.
There's only 2 more episodes left.
And we see our front runners. Our clear 3 front runners, starting with Roxy Andrew, followed by Georges and Plastique, not in that order. Then we have Angeria and Chanel, and then Nina got Mick and Vanjie. Right? So these are our queens. What am I doing? I don't know. These are our queens in that order. Do you agree with this ranking that Ru has us at?
No. No. Because in my opinion, and this is how I feel after the Lollapalooza and then looking at the overall race, because I always like to take a step back and look at the overall race. For me, the best racers, right, and the people that have the best race, if we are going by top 3, because we're only going to have 3 in the finals, we have right now leading Roxy Andrews is running the best race. Second, strong second, says Plastique Tiara. All right. And number 3, all right. And people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, but even though badge count is not factored in to the overall race and quality of the race, I feel as though Vanjie has been running the 3rd best race overall. Even stronger than Angeria's. I do. Yes.
Wait. What?
I don't agree with that.
We love Vanjie. We love Vanjie.
But let's not lie.
Be real.
She had a rough start in the first.
She
it's
did.
Not even about for me. It's not
but
even
I
about
also feel like
start.
I feel like she is hitting that. Is it because every season there is one person, besides last season, because last season those 3 were the top 3 from the jump. But typically every season there is one person who I always say gets in the fast lane.
That was
Tyra Sanchez found it, season 2. Rose found it, a few seasons ago, got in the fast lane, and then all of a sudden was in the finals, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm fine with this. When a few weeks ago you probably would have been like, no, but I feel like Vanjie is in the back, but she is lining herself up to hit that straightaway, and she is going to get up into the top.
You by yourself on that one. You having a me
That's
moment.
fine.
You're having a me moment.
That's fine. I will be by myself.
Love you, Vanjie.
I hear what you're saying,
but I don't think that overall Vanjie has ran that good of a race. Because honestly, to me right now, she would be in my bottom 2. It would be Nina, and then it would be Vanjie.
Oh no!
Honestly,
I would have Nina and got Mick in my bottom.
No, because Gottmik's been killing it on the runway, and she just like wasn't like really trying to.
You know, to be honest with you, I just feel like Gottmik
But-
has given me more than Vanjie has.
Yes.
I just feel like Gottmik has given more than Vanjie. in the
Yeah,
runways.
I
It's
just
kind of like
her-
the whole Cuddy thing.
I'm
And
kind of waiting the more recent
and
outings
and
more because it's how you finish.
Gottmik gave us more. As much as Gottmik is, I don't call her one trick pony, but she's given me more than she's given.
Right.
Than Vanjie's given us this season. As great as Vanjie is, she would not be in my top 3.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, I'm standing 10 toes.
I think even what I was saying earlier about with the snippet thing, I think Gottmik was another winner they could have had instead of Roxy for the second design challenge. Well, the design challenge. Like Roxy did good, but I think Gottmik really did a good creative job too of her song. I think Roxy definitely did E and Plastique definitely were top all up there, but I feel like they could have easily given it to Gottmik if they wanted to also. But because she was cut, they were just like, it's no point.
I feel what you're saying with
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
I don't know that I 100% agree with you on that, but I see that.
Right. I'm not saying that's what they did.
See
But I
that
feel like
logic.
that's like what they were trying to do with certain episode, but like, you know, it was just like, yeah, no, y'all not gonna get these badges, be a waste.
Yeah.
Be a waste of a win. Give it to someone who
I
can get
mean,
a badge. And
Yeah, so we done
race,
spent all this money on badges to not have them on TV.
yeah,
I
right.
didn't spend that much money on those badges.
No, I mean, the way I see it is like, why are we gonna sit there and like, you know, have a race that's like, well, what we think to be is all about the badges, and then nobody gets a badge when you cut them and they're the winner, and especially the
But you know what?
back.
Honestly, I stand by this thought. That's the game.
Touche.
If it works out that you don't get a badge because you were snipped but you won, then oh well. I'm not going to cater to someone else just because you can't get a badge.
Right.
So Elijah says, I agree. Nina and Gottmik is the bottom 2 for me.
Oh, wow.
Gottmik has looks, but what else? Vanjie is my top 3, but she has brought more and more aspects than Nina and Gottmik. Gottmik was strong, then fizzled.
Thank you, Elijah.
And that's still just his opinion.
That's his opinion.
Okay.
How about
So
Elijah?
you got one person to agree with you. I still feel the way I feel that Vanjie would be in my bottom 2.
Then that's fine.
I would say Vanjie's my
That's
top 2.
fine.
She's just not my top 3. But
what would you? I mean, it's only 8 queens.
I would put her.
There are only 3
if
girls.
It was the top 4. She was number 4 for me.
I just don't see it.
I do. I just don't.
My
think
top 4,
That ass.
for fairness, my top 4 would have to be Roxy, Plastique, Georges, and Angeria. They have to be the top 4. There's no other way around it. The performance overall, I feel like, yeah, Vanjie did better lip syncs than Plastique. Vanjie had better looks than Georges, in my opinion. However, say what you want, she's still not the top 4. She's in that bottom 4 category.
See,
and when you break it down that way,
when I break it down, I also again I'm looking at the overall race, and when I stack up, you know, my placements over time as far as how these queens have finished to me in the competition, Angie and Vanjie have been, you know, finishing pretty close to one another, but lately Vanjie has been finishing higher than Vanjie in competitions for me. So yeah, that's just me and how I'm looking at the race, you know. So yeah,
I respect that. I don't agree, but I respect it.
I mean, shit, it's growth because I am recognizing Roxy
Fair.
Andrews doing well.
That is
Yeah,
fair. Yes.
That's growth, okay?
That is definitely
So,
growth.
you
But
know,
it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China when it comes down to Vanjie.
Vanjie's good, and Vanjie
She
looks
is
fucking
good.
amazing. I want to eat her
She
up with a
does.
fucking biscuit.
And that's why we know that it's a bias of yours, because you just want to have that man/woman in your bed.
Is that really what it's about? Stoney?
Is it?
No,
I disagree.
no.
Because if
that was the case, then Plastique would be number
I was
one.
just about to say. I was just about to say.
Plastique would be number one.
So Elijah chimed in again. Listen, Mario Party is my game. You can lose thought. You can lose thought. The game. Lose through the game and only win one game. But at the end, get mad stars and slay and win. I agree, Kevyn. It's the game.
Yeah, no, he's definitely right. You know, I love playing Mario Party. We got to add each other on Mario Party because I love Mario Party. I'm not sponsored by Mario Party either. But
yes, we're not sponsored by Mario Party. We would love to be sponsored by Mario Party. Mario Party, if you're watching.
But no, he's absolutely right. Like Mario Party is one of those games, like, you know, in reference to what you're saying, it's true, like, you know, anything can happen and like change you up there.
It's the game.
It's the game. Because there's been times I've been doing bad the first half of the game, and then towards the end I come in and slay like that last minute run. Like, so I do.
And Elijah just said, I mean, true, I feel Vanjie should have been in the top 2 for the musical. I agree with that.
Yeah.
She should have.
Chanel badge.
Yeah. Holy guacamole. Guacamole.
They could have left that to Georges, because Georges was going to give her a badge one way or another.
But Georges definitely deserved to win too. But I think
and that's what I'm saying. It should have been Georges and Vanjie in my opinion.
Yes. I agree.
I love you, Chanel.
Yes.
You did a great job.
You did.
But that should have been Vanjie and Georges.
But that ignited her to like do really good for this episode. I felt like
about time, the game over.
Guacamole.
It's people like that, like in real life, and especially in competition. Like they like real life.
And hey, get it where you get it. If it takes for you to get it at the end, but you win, then
no, because I can't tell you how many games I won in the fourth quarter or in the third set of a tennis match.
You gotta accept that that's the game still. So if she get it at the end and she wins it, then kudos, mama.
Like Elijah said with Mario Party, it sounds like that too. You know, I might be paying it by the end, but hey, something happens. I still got a chance. So, and even now, to kind of go back to how we're ending the episode with everybody having a chance to be the winner. Like RuPaul asking the queens, are you Team Vanjie? Are you Team Angeria?
That's what I wanted to get to.
Yeah. And are we going into like the preview for next episode?
Well, we can. I feel like we should.
Touch on
Let's
it.
talk about what team.
Let's
talk about rankings and teams, and then we can talk about this new twist.
Yeah. So there's always a twist. I be forgetting it's an all-star. You know, it's always a twist.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna go down the list of all the girls. Just in the comment section, I want to hashtag which queen your team for.
Yes.
For me, I'm not gonna go off of who I think is going to win. I'm gonna go off of who I want to win.
Right.
All right. In a very weird way now, just to throw a wrench in everyone's expectations, I am Team Georges.
Oh, I was expecting that answer for you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the reason why Georges, because it really is anybody's game.
Yeah.
And I've been Team Angeria the entire season.
Now,
but I feel like Georges has stepped into herself the way that she needs to. She has become the all-star that she needed to be in this season. That is the underdog story that I love. I would love for Georges to win this.
And both will have crowns. That'd be so cute.
Yes. That will be beautiful.
I didn't think about that.
Is she going to win? I don't think it really is anyone's game.
It depends.
I just don't see her winning, but I am Team Georges.
I'm still Team Angeria, and even to Elijah's foreseen future, I'm to assume Elijah went to the future, already knows what's happening. So we're just gonna go off of that. That's what's gonna happen, and I'm Team Angeria all the way. I'm gonna put that good energy out there. But if not Angeria, and I just said that about Georges, that would be a nice touching like ending too. And I feel like from how anticlimactic last All-Star was, we do need something that's like, you know, not
shake it up.
Shake it up.
Like, everything has been so obvious for like the past 3 or 4 seasons.
Yes.
Now you want to shake up. Okay, if you want to shake up, all right, how about the real underdog story that no one is paying attention to, right, but could very well be told, okay? And that is that, you know, somebody that comes in and loses every single lip sync until the end, and all of a sudden they come in and just lay it all on the ground, and then it's like Vietnam.
That could clearly be a thing.
Oh my god!
Team Plastic.
Hey, if we're going for like alternate timelines and things happening, hey. I wonder if they all filmed each other winning.
That's the fun part, because you know they did film certain ones. So I don't think they did everybody. They probably
they did everybody. Yeah, they probably just did the top 3.
That's a lot.
The top 3, or like a 2-way tie with 2 people, or even a 3-way tie. You know what I mean? Who knows? Because it's RuPaul.
Hey, I mean, you never know. It could be 2 winners.
I was just about to say this could be a
for charity.
I mean, because they're not giving out. Well,
they're not gonna give $200,000 to every charity. They're gonna split that charity.
$100,000.
No, they shouldn't do that. I feel like if they do, and
let
then
one
season
person
17
win.
is going to be $300,000. That's how they're going to start doing track races.
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that. That'd be cute if they did.
Elijah says, "I want Roxy or Angie. I don't want Plastique, but give her the host of DR Vietnam and George's on versus the world." LOL.
No shade.
I'm here for that.
George's versus the world.
I'm here for that.
Yeah,
especially now that she's coming to herself like that. Yeah, I am okay with George's going with versus the world.
Yeah, I am very much, because the rumors and the rumor mills with
All Stars 20.
Well, no, apparently she's coming back because George's
see that,
and I've been looking at all the rumors and the rumor posts with All Stars 10 and everything, and how it's going to be an elimination season, and how they're saying that it's going to be between 13 and 16 queens on there, which means that there will be a double elimination week, if anything, especially if it's only like 10 episodes or something like that. Or double Shantae away, you know what I mean? Double Sashay away, you know. So and George's has been on all of the leaks consistently. There have been a group of about, I want to say 11. There's about 10 or 11 queens that have been consistently on all of the leaks.
I wouldn't be upset. I mean, we have a regular season in between.
Yeah.
Then we'll have another All-Star season. I'm okay with that, especially if
you had Jan show up on All-Stars literally right after walking right out the door.
But that's All-Stars. I feel like to come out for their All-Stars again, to me, we're loosely using the word All-Star. Not saying she's not an All-Star, but it's like I felt like All-Stars have their moments where they have their moments. Like, I would want her to come back maybe the following All-Star, but not like
Latrice. She done been on 2.
But it was season 1 and then All-Stars 4. Yeah. Like I feel like it's a gap. Even with like Ginger, like All-Stars 2 and then All-Stars 6. Like I'm not saying I would not want to see George again for All-Stars. I just think it's a little too soon, personally, to have her back right again. Unless wherever the format.
I don't think so. I'm perfect. Like honestly, if I saw Morphine pop up, or if I saw Saphira pop up, and I know it's unrealistic, but if I would have seen them pop up in this season of All Stars, I would have been perfectly fine with it. I don't think it's too soon. Like if you said some Hershey liqueur Jete, yeah, no, girl, you got some years to go. Maya, you are more experienced, but I don't want to see you back yet.
No, you just don't like Baby Doll.
See, I didn't even mention her. I'm so happy that she's not in the rumors.
Which is weird because she missed congeniality, and they usually have Miss Congeniality come back.
Yeah. But that's why they should have, like, if they brought Tsunami back, bring her back next season. I know they're not, or the season after that. But I'm okay with
get your post booking. I'm like, get your post booking glow on first.
Yeah,
you know. Get your post drag race booking glow on and stack up a bit.
Glow up.
You know what I mean? Get some new costumes and stuff like that. Pay some designers and stuff like that. Design some shit. Then yes, come on and show off that shit. You know?
All right. So 3 things I want to say. Elijah said, I said that LOL Plastique is about to storm during the finale. Then Elijah goes on to say, if RuPaul does a 3-way tie, I will turn my TV off so quick.
Hello, the way
I will. No, not just turn it off. Y'all gonna have to find another host to do drag race reviews. Because I would be so pissed off if they did that.
Oh, you go here, it's like you're all one. Like you're one. I don't want to have it. It's like
we have a tie.
We have for the first time drag rehearsing. We have a 3-way tie for charity.
Nope.
For charity.
Right. And then he said, yeah, my friend is on All Stars 10. Let's just say rumors aren't lying.
Oh. Yeah, slide in our DMs because we love exclusives.
I don't think it's bad if it was original season straight to All Stars, but I feel it's too much if an All Star straight to another All Star.
Right. Like Elijah going, I'm saying, like I
hear what you guys are saying,
like,
but I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. It depends on the format, especially if the rumors are true.
But all right, cast, so think about Vanjie. Yeah, think about Vanjie. She was on season 10. Got eliminated episode 1. Hear me out though. She was eliminated on episode 1, but she was such a showstopper. They could have said, "Okay, come back, season 12, 13." I said, "No, bring that girl back. She got something. Bring her back." And I feel like they saw Georgia's wake up and want to see what happens or what's going to happen if they give her another shot, where she could actually win money.
To that degree, then yeah, I can see her being that because this time she's competing for something different. But only to that.
Which tells me she didn't win this season.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
if the rumors are true, then yeah.
Yeah, she ain't winning the season if she's on, the All-Stars and stuff like that.
I will take that.
If I'm a
I'll
queen,
be okay with that.
Like, and I'm a RuPaul's Drag Race because the other ones that RuPaul doesn't host, they're called Drag Race wherever.
Right.
But if I'm a RuPaul's Drag Race winner, I'm only coming back for an all-winner season. Let it be if I win an all-star or a regular season. Those are the only times that I'm coming back is for an all-winner season. Like, no, you bring Canada and UK and Australia's winners and put them on all-stars because but me, I won a RuPaul's Drag Race. I won the US.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
coming back on all winners. So no. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. So we did who our teams are. We know who the tops and the bottoms are.
Yes.
What this twist is where I want to get to real quick because we're a little over time now. But the twist that RuPaul is throwing into this season at the last minute is it feels the same way I felt about season 16 in the beginning with the Raider Queen. Why are we voting the last 2 episodes?
And not only that, why are they like just like in All Stars 3? They're fighting us out at the end. Like, granted, I guess to keep the like drama suspense, but it's like it feels even pointless now to go against each other for these badges if we got to come down to just voting for who wants to be a who. Because if it was me, I'm not voting Roxy in there. I want to be in the top 3, and we all gonna make sure Roxy's not about to get there because she got 5 badges.
Ain't that how Trixie won?
Yes.
I just feel like, but then. So if there was a vote, who do you think the queens would vote for, though?
I think they're probably going to vote for the people that have, like, the lowest amount of badges. I think none of the 4, so I think Georgia's, Plastique, and Roxy are not going to, like, being strategic. So, like, if it was me...
Not only, like you said earlier, not only are the snippers irrelevant...
Well, the fan votes are going to... The fan votes are going to get... The fan votes is going to give badges. I'm a firm believer that wherever you place, there's going to be... how many is like, 8, like, if you won first place, you'll get X amount of badges. And if you won second place, and they'll figure it out to where if somebody that's in the bottom and stuff like that finished like 4th in the, or 2nd or 3rd in the voting, they'll finagle it out to where they'll award the amount of beautiful benefactors badges for them to make it to the finals. I think that the fan vote is going to matter, and I do think that the the vote amongst the queens is going to matter.
Wait, but did RuPaul say anything about getting a badge from the votes? I thought it was just people. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no,
right, but the fan votes always matter. Fan votes always matter.
Do they?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean. Like Anitra and Sasha Colby were the far and away 2 most tweeted about when they got to the Final 4.
But they earned those positions, fan vote or not. They earned those top 2 rankings.
Right. But the fan vote backs it up at the end of the day too. The fan vote backed it up, like because it would have been riots.
Yeah, honestly,
and Willow deserved to win, but Lady Kingdom had the most votes. But
Willow Pill had the better number, and at that point in time, it wasn't a lip sync battle. It was who had the best. RuPaul judged off of who had the best number during the final. And Willow Pill's "I Hate People" was fucking amazing. So you can't. Lady Camden's Jobby was great, but "I Hate People," you're not beating that. You're not beating that.
Yeah. Elijah says, I think it may be a ranking, and the top 3 or 4 goes to the finale. Which is messed up because if I was voting Roxy, Plastique, and Nigeria, if I was voting Roxy, Plastique, and Nigeria would be in the bottom, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm a queen in this competition, like I'm also in this competition with you, why would I give you the advantage over me? As great as you've done, as many badges as you've won this season, I'm going to vote you out.
Right? Yeah. Yep. Plain Jane it.
Like strategically, I'm going to make sure that you don't have an edge over me. You're better than me in everything. So if it's a ranking and I can vote you down in that ranking, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, I'm going to vote you down. Which I guess it would have to be unanimous though.
And that's the thing, because they can't vote for themselves, so they have to pick 3 other people. So then it's like, who do you think is going to vote for you?
So basically, most of this next episode is going to be a whole lot of politicking.
Yeah, and it makes me think what they're even going to do for the following episode when you do have those 3 queens. Like, it's going to be through your lip sync. It's going to be like, what's that going to be the end of like finding out who's the queen? What are other queens going to do? Are they like supposed to just sit there and look pretty?
Yes.
I guess so, right?
Yes. All right, guys. Let's keep this conversation going in the comment section.
Yes.
If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube. Go to the Facebook. Follow these guys on social media. Let me put up their banners because I did prepare that. So make sure you go follow us on social media. Join us again next Sunday as we review.
Here, and then him is over there, and then him is all the way over there. But y'all know where to find him because y'all the reason. He's the reason why y'all here. So
we're the reason why they're here. But yeah. So like I said, keep the conversation going. Stoney, give us our final thoughts.
Hey, final thoughts of the day. It was a setup. It was a setup. Make sure you go and vote. All right. Please go and vote. All right. Please. Thank y'all for coming. God bless you and good night.